The mission of the Farmington School District is to provide progressive learning environments that foster quality and excellence for all students. That mission is the main goal of the 2014 bond issue for the Farmington Elementary buildings. At Jefferson, Roosevelt, Washington Franklin, and Lincoln, there are many major projects that affect each building. The largest project would be at Roosevelt Elementary, where additional classrooms would be added and the current playground would be split into two separate playgrounds closer to the building.
We have additional classroom spaces that are going to be added off of our administrative wing. And those classrooms will be utilized for art, music, counseling, some of our special area classrooms. And with that, it will open up space in our first grade, second grade, third grade, and fourth grade hallways so that we can have one additional classroom space per hallway for growth in the future. And we will be able to maintain that all of our first grade teachers are still together in a collaborative group, our second grade, third grade. The way that the wing is built, it will come off of our administrative wing here on the front of the building, and it will actually turn, and then we'll go ahead and fence off the remainder part of that, and so it will enclose that playground so that it's just a huge safety concern having the children far away from the building, having to cross the parking lot. They'll be right off of the cafeteria, and it will be just a more secure place to play for our students. And with that playground, it will also that will be an additional space, so we'll be able to utilize more than one playground at a time for that additional growth that we're expecting. So the third and fourth grade playground will be moved from its current location to right off of the building, outside the gym doors, off of the building. And it's, again, just a more secure location, closer to the building, not having to cross parking lots, and just being right here together.
Playground replacement or reconstruction will be a common trait across the elementary buildings, as each playground set will have to meet new ADA regulations by the 2014-2015 school year. With Roosevelt being the newest building in the district, there are no immediate needs for roofing at the school. However, the same cannot be said for the rest of the elementary buildings throughout the district. A complete roof replacement will be made at Lincoln, with partial replacements in the other elementary buildings.
We are looking for a complete replacement of the roof here at Lincoln. As you can see through the video, we have several places where the leaks happen after a good storm, even after several snows. And it's not just a one-day cleanup. It takes weeks for it all to melt or come through. So the kids are going from class to class and kind of having an obstacle course in some hallways, because we could have as many as 12 buckets lining the halls, catching the water so that the kids don't slip, and staff too, slip on wet surfaces.
In addition to the roofing, Jefferson, Washington Franklin, and Lincoln will see some of their heating, ventilation, air conditioning systems replaced with energy-efficient units. Included in this will be the Jefferson and Washington Franklin gyms that currently do not have air conditioning. Additionally, each gym at the elementary level will receive new synthetic-based floors that are safer for students.
The synthetic floor is just, it's a safer floor. Our floors right now are very slick. When you have kids playing and running, we spend a lot of money on making them slick by waxing them and keep the upkeep of them, where the synthetic floor it will be a lot less maintenance, so it's more cost effective and it's just safer for kids.
Also included in the 2014 bond issue is new kitchen equipment that would replace the aging equipment that is sometimes older than 30 to 40 years at Jefferson and Washington Franklin. Additionally, at Jefferson, the bus turnaround location would be relocated to the east side of the building.
A new location for our buses to come in and turn around, drop off, which would be in what we call the Grove. Those of you who know Jefferson know where the Grove is. And they would have a turnaround up there, and the students would be about it would be about 50 feet out of the building, not way far away. And they would then have an awning, hopefully going up there too, where the buses come in, and the students would come down and then enter through the gym or come on in the building at that side, rather than the back of the building where they enter now. That area could be used as more of a parking lot. It would alleviate a lot of the traffic that's going through here if we had more parking space back there.
Unique to Lincoln, the current science rooms are looking at expanding what they're able to do in their classes with an increase in science equipment for the labs.
Well, with the science labs here at Lincoln, we're in fairly good shape as far as elementary science classrooms go. I think probably the number one priority for us would be to get our lab tables, tabletops retrofitted so that we have a smooth surface for students to write on. And then some of the talk has been to add a substance, a chemical called idea paint, to the tops or surfaces of these tables, which we might like to try on a trial basis. It allows students to use the tables as a whiteboard, kind of like you would the normal whiteboard at the front of the room. Allows them to be a little bit more creative, analyze data, you can draw out your graphs and charts and have students look at them right there. And it's a big space to work on. So the idea paint, I think, is something that might go along with the tabletops. But the tabletops in most of our classrooms are really in rough shape. And I think that'd probably be one of the first priorities. Even though it's low tech, it's still something that we need. It's a basic need that we have.
One of the district-wide goals of the 2014 bond issue is safety and security. This will hold true at all of the elementary buildings, as each building will look at replacing exterior doors and securing front entries with front entry monitor systems located directly next to the front office. Each building will also add additional security cameras, additional exterior lighting, and a new phone system that will allow each classroom to communicate directly with the front office. The other district-wide goal is technology. This includes an upgraded infrastructure that will expand the amount of bandwidth available to wired and wireless connections, and an increase in the amount of educational technology.
So right now we have 2 classrooms in 3rd grade and 2 classrooms in 4th grade that are piloting the iPads. They have 8 iPads in their classroom with 8 laptops, and they've been utilizing that to drive their instruction. They've done things such as Nearpod, LearnZillion. They've used My Big Campus a lot. If the bond issue passes, we look to try to get each classroom about 6 iPads with 10 to 12 student computers for learning.
Technology is booming here at Lincoln. The teachers have worked out a rotating schedule each month so that their kids can have access to the Chromebooks and really incorporate that into their lessons. And the students are doing phenomenal things with the apps that they've learned. I know in our computer apps class, the kids were introduced to Google Spreadsheets or Google Sheets, and were just told to explore it. I'm amazed at what our kids can do, and just to be able to have that at their hands whenever they need it instead of once a week is just going to make them that much more creative and allow us to see what they can truly offer our community.
Quality and excellence. That is the Farmington R-VII mission. And with the 2014 bond issue, we will continue to strive towards that goal.